60 to 70% of my grade abuses marijuana.
60% of people in my grade have probably abused marijuana at one time.
Pretty sure that a good percent of my grade does do marijuana.
60%.
I believe about 40 to 50% of the kids in my grade abuse marijuana.
I think alcohol and marijuana. Alcohol first, then marijuana. Usually older brothers and parties, and then friends get friends to try it, and then friends start buying it, and so on.
Marijuana is the most abused substance in our community because it is the most easiest to obtain. It affects kids around my age because it's a really mainstream drug that you can get anywhere, and kids think that it doesn't give like the most consequences when used, and it doesn't affect them as much as any other drug.
Yes, because it's easily accessible and a lot of people are doing it.
I think it's the most abused substance by far in our community because as far as it goes for our age, most people see it as something that's okay to do and it's not dangerous and it's accepted by your peers.
Marijuana for our age is one of the most abused substances. I think maybe for different age groups, it could be like maybe alcohol when you're older.
It can be dangerous because the people aren't in control of themselves, and you don't know what risks they're taking or potentially driving a car.
I don't think using marijuana is dangerous because it is an herb plant and it is grown from nature, and it seems just pretty clean and natural.
Yes, I think it's very dangerous.
I do think it's dangerous because, I mean, not maybe like the effects it has on you. I'm not quite sure on that, but I know like if you're out of your wits, it's not exactly like the most safe thing. Like if you want to drive, like you shouldn't be on marijuana.
I personally think that using marijuana is dangerous because it puts people in an altered state of mind and destroys their work ethic.
It could be legalized to an extent. A certain amount you could have on you, certain you can have at your house, but I think a doctor should approve it.
If they want to sell it, they should be able to sell it freely without having to worry about getting into legal trouble or being against the law, since it's just sold and abused so frequently.
I think that maybe it should still stay the same way. There's a reason why it's not legal, and maybe there should be more information about that people don't know why it's dangerous.
Legalizing marijuana should be strictly for medical reasons and not for recreational use.
In my opinion, marijuana should be legalized, but only for medical purposes because it can be used to treat many diseases.
I do think that some people might think that marijuana is dangerous even though it is legal, because just because something's legal doesn't mean that it's not lethal or dangerous to people.
In a way it does. It gives a mindset, oh wow, it's legal, so I can use it.
I don't feel that by legalizing marijuana, it just states that it's not dangerous. When you legalize something, that just means like, I guess that marijuana just might be used so much by so many people that you might as well just make it legal instead of having all of these people take the illegal action of consuming it and distributing it.
I think that people use the excuse that it can be used as medicine to smoke marijuana because they forget that it still has side effects, but it just outweighs the benefits when you're sick.
I've always had mixed feelings on medical marijuana. I don't really know how that works, but if with people who have glaucoma and take it because it soothes their pain or helps them relax or helps as far as treatment goes, then I guess that it's okay.
If you're in enough pain and you need it, go ahead. I mean, people use morphine, so why not marijuana?
I feel that the use of marijuana as a medication actually does help. I know that if you have cancer, it helps fight off nausea, and that is something that's really beneficial. I know if I had cancer, I'd be using marijuana.
I think that marijuana as a medicine is only alright if it's the best option.
I don't think so. I know a lot of people who do it, so I guess it might not be.
I think it's fairly simple.
Marijuana is very easy to obtain because a lot of people are growing it and selling it on their own, and it's not hard.
In our community, it's really easy to obtain marijuana.
It is not hard at all to obtain marijuana. It seems like everywhere you go, there's someone either selling it or passing it out, offering it.